Hey friends, I am so excited to share with you something new this month to my Etsy shop, my first ever curated scrap packs. These little, well, not so little bags kind of represent the last 8 or so years of a lot of the projects I've done for design teams or journal pages on my own, and they are full of inspiring papers and marks and things that I know you will love incorporating into your own artwork. They are super thick, full of painty papers, and I'm going to go through one of the bags with you in just a second. There are only 12 available, and they will be live in my Etsy shop December 1st at noon Central Time. The link will be below in my description box. So there are 2 sides to every bag. One side is a curated side, the other is just completely random. For the curated side, I divided out 12 pieces of paper or things or leftovers that were really similar amongst the same 12 bags, so that each one, for example, as you're looking at these, each one has a leaf, each one has a stamped heart, the one right there in the front. Each one has 2 of the cyanotype tags, etc., and you'll see more of that in a minute. The other side is completely random, and I'll talk about that as I go through it. So I just flipped through the first 10 or so bags, but there was one on my floor. This is the 10th one. It didn't get put in the pile. And then I left 2 bags unsealed that I'm going to open up for you so you can kind of see what is inside. These are those 2 bags, and the first set we're going to go through is the curated side. So in the curated side, it has the similar papers in each bag. They're going to be different. Like, for example, you're not going to have the exact same cyanotype tag as every other bag, but you're going to have one. So let's flip through this curated side and see what is in it. If you follow me on YouTube, you're probably going to recognize a few of these leftovers. Those were trees from my last year Stencil Girl project, some printed photos that were extra, a leaf from Stencil Girl, some jelly prints. These are mark making sheets that I made using the Inkvet calendar 2 or so years ago. Some of my favorite patty papers with different things that I spray painted on them. A paint example thing from Golden that I punched out, some more spray painted papers, a jelly print, another jelly print on deli paper, some more jelly prints that were made with my Rainbow Bridge project for our Gray Kitty, some more mark making sheets, and some more gel prints. And that is side 1 of these scrap packs. More information, some more descriptions, some other things to know are also in the description box on the Etsy listing. So let's look at side 2 of these bags. Now this is the completely random side. I didn't have 12 of each of these items, so I spread them throughout all of the bags. They're going to have random bits and pieces from projects, different things that I tried out, different deli papers. They all have one iCAD that I didn't like, other painty papers, just little bits and pieces that were left over from projects. And then they're also going to have some of my under paper. I thought it would be really fun to share with you some of the papers that I use to mark off, to put behind my journal pages. They have all different random bits that you can tear out and use on papers or journal pages or in your collage. Or if you don't like them, they're okay. They're just kind of bonus extras. So these are the bags. They have a side 1 and side 2 like I just mentioned. And just to show you how different they are but yet similar, I'm going to flip through one more bag really quickly so you can see the curated side and the random side. As you're watching me flip through one more bag, I just want to remind you that these are all papers that I made, drew on, with the exception of a few things like those extra printed photos, and they are available December 1st at noon Central in my Etsy shop. Each bag is also going to come with a bonus little bundle of vintage ephemera. It is a surprise. It's going to be a grab bag of different items for each bag. They're not shown on the listing, but you're also going to get a few little pieces of vintage ephemera with your scrap pack as well. Really hope you enjoy these, as bittersweet as it is for me to say goodbye. I really truly look forward to seeing how you use all of my printed, painty, mark off, fun papers in your art journaling, in your collage. If you do, please tag me on Instagram so I can see what you create. Nicole Watson Art on Instagram, also probably linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support and supporting me in my Etsy shop. And I truly hope you enjoy these 12 bags of scraps.